Hello Malcolm. Hello everyone else. Welcome back to Avorion. And we're back by request here. We're back by request. Let's hope everything's working. Yeah, it looks like everything's working. So put the backstories in order, right? So the events depicted here are taking place approximately 200... I'm going to bring the audio down. Whoops, wrong button. Bring the audio down a bit here. The events depicted here are taking place about 200 years after the galactic cataclysm. Human civilization had spread through the galaxy and become quite successful. Technology was very advanced, with subspace storage of elemental materials and the ability to manufacture fully finished complex items using crystalline matrices and the subspace materials. Very high tech. Then the cataclysm happened. The galaxy was ruptured by many rifts in space-time that are impassable by known hyperdrive technology, which is how we get around. We have subspace traction drives for regular speed and hyperspace jumpers for long distances. Each sector, you just jump into the big mass area to see what's interesting. The rest of the sectors, mostly hydrogen gas and less. So, at the same time as this cataclysm happened, new elements appeared, and they have new properties. And the core of the galaxy was blocked off by a perfectly circular rift, out of which started pouring alien ships, which cannot be communicated with and seem to be relatively, well, not necessarily hostile, but dangerous as hell, and driving the humans slowly out of the entire galaxy, slowly towards the fringes, except for the powerful factions. At this point in history, our protagonist was born into a wealthy family, matured, and inherited enough money to buy himself a small ship. He went from driving terrifying little unarmored tin cans around the deep galaxy, secretly mining high-grade materials, to commanding a respectable starship with a large crew. And then, deep in an ancient file, he found that during humanity's war with the Berserkers, many thousands of years earlier, at which the horrific machines were barely defeated, some Berserker AIs had been stored. And being the little jackass that he is, he built an amazing ship to house one, got the computer core built in the exact center of the ship, and downloaded a Berserker AI into the ship. Berserker has been given a good life deal. We're good life to it. We're just useful humans. It would eat everything and kill us all. But it recognizes that humans dominate the galaxy and that the aliens are a threat, so it agrees to work with us. And we have control over its feeding systems and the piloting of the ship. It has full control over weaponry and other things, and full input into design. The Berserker has slowly evolved. The Berserker has become a massive double ziggurat of machinery, and it has slowly evolved its own fleet. It has become a carrier. We are going to take the Berserker out and play with it for a little while now. We'll see if we can get it into a fight. Shouldn't be too hard. And we'll have a look at the ships. The ships are probably the most interesting thing going on right now, and certainly what I'm spending most of my focus on. I have most of the items needed to unlock the deep galaxy. I'm short one, and I actually have the one I need built into the ship, so I could always rip it out, use it, and put something else in its place. Not too much penalty. Not willing to do it. I'm going to find the goddamn item again. What can I say? It's taking a long time. It's the one you have to buy from a mobile equipment merchant in an allied area. Blah blah woof woof. And it costs millions, but I have millions. Not many millions. We had built up a huge amount of money and resources. Just despicable. And in building our new ships, we spent most of our money and a great deal of our resources. And then in modifying our ship to upgrade it, we spent most of the rest of our Xanian. And yeah, it's a bit of a disaster. The Berserker was born hungry. I didn't realize that it would want to start eating resources so quickly. But yeah, it's hungry. Anyway, here we are. I'm not sure where in space we are. And yes, the Berserker is purple. It's a purple people eater. So we'll take a tour around the ship, but I think we will unleash the entire fleet. Oh, subspace signals, aliens are coming. So we'll put all our fleets on defend mode of our attacky ships. That's all our attacky ships, and then we'll put these all on salvage mode. Those are all our salvage ships. So now we've spat out our entire herd. Now we'll pop out into the drone and take a tour. Good God, this thing is enormous. We're gonna have to pull away. Those things are as big as those things are bigger than the drone, actually. I'll take you through what those ships are. That was a black stabber there that just went by. So the Baresark is here. A massive double ziggurat. The front is built into ramming prows. Is this the back of the front? This is the back. The reason you see glow there is the engines are built in behind armor. Sorry folks, I dispensed with realism and just armored the back of the engines, so they glow right through the armor. Big deal, right? In fact, it seems to be happening everywhere. I'm no longer sure which is the back of the front. I think this is the back, actually. Looks like our heavy-duty rear end. No, this is the front for sure. So those blue openings are hangars that our ships can come and go from. And yeah, there's just, wow, I'm getting some really strange graphics effects. I think I might be overloading my computer. Oh, because of all the drones out. Yeah, I think we're overloading the computer. We're getting some very... I think I better get back in the ship. There we go, everything's steady again. So yeah, the blue is hangars. We'll pop into build mode here. The blue is hangars. So there are hangars for fighters to use in all those locations. The checkered material is weapons platform. And the reason there's so much of it, respective to weapons, is not because I wanted to put weapons everywhere. It's more that, gee, the things are still flickering too. It's collision resistant, so I strapped it on anywhere we might be likely to collide with things, and we have made some ramming kills, frankly. We have made some ramming kills. So that is the outline of the Baresark. I could show you the inner systems. We used to have the most luxurious crew quarters, but we gave it all up to manufacturing because of the cost of building these ships. So they still have very luxurious crew quarters, so I'll show you the crew quarters. There is where the crew lives. Ooh, I could convert that over to manufacturing. Now, you know what? That's where the crew lives, and they need that extra space. We want them comfy. There's about twice as much quarters as necessary for them. So that means there's room for like lounges and gardens and parks and things, right? That's what I think. So we'll get back out of building mode. We're gone. The whole computer's going to hiccup and barf right now because it does not like coming out of building mode for some reason. There we are. And we will grab our map out. Take a look at where we are. Okay, we're trapped in a bunch of rifts near the galaxy core. You can see the circular rift around the core. We're pretty close to being able to open one of these secret gates, which we've discovered a few of. We're not dealing with that right now. What we want is some combat, so we are going to go ahead and bop over to an unknown hidden mass signature. Okay, so the yellow dots are hidden mass signatures and green dots are known mass signatures that are broadcasting, sort of like IFF type stuff. We can only scan that deeply for the yellow dots. Oh, signals are growing stronger. Let's travel. Let's... Poof. Now, all our weapons on the ship are automated. We have no control over weapons. Okay, there's nothing here. We're leaving. Before those aliens show we want to be somewhere else. So we'll go to another unknown hidden mass. Let's go to this one. Yeah. Eventually we'll ooh, wow, that is so trippy. Poof. All our weapons are automated. We have no manually controlled weapons. Okay, we've got wreckage here. For sure, Let's pull up to a wrecked freighter here. all those pods or cargo pods on it. Love the way it does the lighting. I don't think we'll release our salvaging robots in this particular spot. I think we're going to try to move on before the aliens show. Oh, no, here they are. Now, they won't hostile on us, sadly, because we have no weapons to fire at them. Even if I ram one, it won't hostile on us. But we can go look. Oh, I could set my ships to attack. That's a thought. Will they do it? No? They're not going to attack the little brutes? I guess the aliens are just hosing off out of here. Okay, fine. I know. I'm just not doing this. We need to hit the brakes, let our fleet catch us, and put everyone back. Okay. Everyone needs to fly back to the ship now. So we'll go through and see the ships. So here's the hangar. Grayed out, they haven't returned, so you'll see them returning. Blue bots, first generation heavy fighters. And they pack a high powered railgun with a 20-kilometer range and 625 damage. Actually 1200 damage, but 625 per second. They're very good ships, but they are a little slow on their feet. They're very big. And although they pack a shield, they're pretty easy to shoot down. They're also fairly slow. The Red Gnats are our second generation fighter. They have a nice 209 damage plasma cannon. They blast away, well, 33 damage, but they blast away fast with it. Good range at 6.78, high durability, decent maneuverability, decent speed. Second generation fighter, very effective, and we don't lose them too often. We lose a lot of blue bots in heavy combat. Light combat, no problem. They're devastating. Heavy combat, we lose them. They're too slow. The Red Gnats survive heavy combat better. The Black Stabbers, we do lose the occasional one. In fact, sometimes we lose like 10 of them. But they're really cheap to make. They're a laser fighter with an unusually long-range laser. 6.52 is very good range for a laser. So you will see clouds of them surrounding an enemy and making rosettes around it. They're very effective. We have 3 flights of them. We're attempting to build the Ramstat Flyer, a fairly large and unbelievably powerful lightning fighter. We've built one. It's broken us completely. I've been buying trinium like an animal to try to compensate for having to build the damn things because they cost so much trinium. The pods were an accident. I was fooling around. They're excellent. They're a high-powered legendary plasma fighter made of nanite, which is cheap. They cost a lot of nanite and we don't have enough, so too bad for us. But we are building pods. They're insanely fast, insanely maneuverable, quite durable, and pack a huge wallop with a 10.24 range. The pods are probably our best fighters, but the Ramstats are our technological tour de force sort of thing. So here, I'll release a single Ramstat. What group are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll put group 6 attack. Let's see if we can see a Ramstat. There she is. Oops, there she went. Where's that damn Ramstat at? Where's that damn Ramstat at? Can I highlight it? There it is. It's hanging around? There it is. There it goes. Okay, let's see if I can get in closer to the ship here. Have a look at it. It's just hiding on us. There it is. I think it's passing in and out of the hangars, to be honest. There's the Ramstat. Anyway, we better make him return 6R. Get him back in here. Where is he? There he is. Or she, or it, rather. They're all AI controlled. We need no human pilots because of the AI mods. So to explain how the Baresarker thing works, actually let's map a location to another hidden mass signature. But to explain how the Baresarker thing works, it has to do with our ship mods. Here's the ship's mods. It's a 15-slot ship, the most you can get. And huge computing power, blah blah, I could brag all day. We have alien technology pounded all over it. Pilots required 0, gunners required 0, miners required 0. That's the actual Baresarker intelligence, technically. I pretend it's a thing hidden in the computer core at the center of the ship, because I switched our core block for computer core to make it so there was a secret berserker in there. But that's the actual AI right there. And then we have a ton of other mods, oh my god. The best of which is our legendary shield reinforcer, making us invulnerable to even nuclear explosions as long as we don't run out of shields. We've put in a lot of shields. This ship runs very high energy consumption and very high energy generation. Let's move out. We need to go, basically. Let's go. Your ship is facing in the wrong direction. She's a bit slow turning, 0.45-ish on all directions, so she's a bit slow turning. The max is 4.0, and our best fighters are turning close to that. We may end up having to use the fighters if we run into something rough. No, there's nothing. We'll just move on immediately. We'll look for another yellow stongle and just go to it. Because really, we just want to watch the guns far off. She's covered with automatic weapons of every different variety, from lasers to point defense chain guns to... I took off the cannons and I took off the coaxial lightning because it accidentally shot down half my fleet and I hate it. The coaxial lightning that shot down half the fleet went into the making of the Ramstat flyers, which are like 4 hours to make, which is just dumb. I'm an idiot. I shouldn't make things like that. Honestly, I do not want to be asteroid hunting right now. This ship, despite its massive size, is quite capable of gorping around in an asteroid field. Let's just see if there's anything worth selling quickly before we move on. Anything down there? No. I'm gonna guess there's no asteroids worth the selling. Oh, there's a wreck over this way. Yeah. There's a nice old station wreck, a big one. Much bigger than our ship. But I don't think there's any saleable asteroids to grab. I'm not seeing anything, so we're gonna just get out of here. We need another yellow pod, and I'm thinking there's almost no yellow pods left in the area. It's amazing how you just don't get in trouble when you're trying to... Oh, the reason we have a 0 countdown on the hyperdrive is 2 mods. One of which gives 90% cooldown bonus, and one of which gives a 20% cooldown bonus. The result is we have 0 cooldown, which is great because the hyperdrive draws a lot of electricity when it's charging. But since our hyperdrive insta-charges, we don't draw any electricity. However, this ship makes so much power that it can sprint very, very far without running out of electricity. Almost all our weapons are energy weapons, however. So we also have a large battery, so the weapons have a battery to draw from. Oh, here we are. We've got some trouble. Alright, there's a few of them. We're going to go over a little ways out of town here. Let's hope this isn't one of the ones where the pirates are fighting each other. It doesn't look that way. So we're going to totally deploy the fleet. 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, 7A. Even the ultimate ships are coming out now. Then we'll scroll out and have a look at what they do. So yeah, the blue lines are the blue bots, the red lines are the black stabbers. And the green pulsing you saw below the ship there was our one pod ship. There's the green pulsing of the pod firing again above us. That's our one pod ship doing a ton of work. Our own ship's firing many weapons, as you can hear and see. And you can see all our weapon overheat bars going up as our weapons overheat. We don't appear to have lost any fighters yet, and we're gaining stuff. The black stabbers with those red beams are doing great work, so we'll scroll way out. Now you can see our fighters at work more clearly. They're only able to reach the ships that come fairly near us, but they make death rosettes around them until they're destroyed. Yeah, the blue bots with their high range are doing some long range shooting there. Yeah, this guy's not gonna last. He's done. Okay, it seems like those guys are all dead, so we're gonna put our salvage ships out. So 8S, 9S, OS. Whoops, those are the mining ships. OR. We'll bring them back for now. And we're going to drive around and just grab up the goodies. There are some nice little things here and there. Yes, we'll get those things that are nice. As you can see, the stuff stacking up on the side of all what we're picking up. Now, our salvage ships will keep working stuff, but they'll also follow us. So as we go flying off this way, also our other ships are still out on patrol. They're all going to follow us, so you will see the ships break off their salvaging efforts and attempt to follow us, which is, it's too bad, but we haven't had an issue where we've rammed one of our own ships to death yet. Man, you can see them everywhere. There was 2 red gnats there just above us. We haven't had an issue where we've rammed one of our own ships, but we have experimented with ramming kills with this ship, and it is capable of a ramming kill if carefully managed and fighting another fairly large ship. If you ram another small ship, it just goes tumbling away. There's our salvaging ships wrecking up some trinium wreckage right there. And as you can see, they got 1,875 trinium, and they are working. We have 2 different types of salvaging ship. Those buttery ones are the ones we designed, and then there's other little Deanie ones that we bought. And yes, I guess I should have gone through the rest of the ships. There is a very decent seeming asteroid over there. I don't know, you guys can probably see the size of it. We're going to get this other floaty thing here. Pleedoop, pleedoop. Oh, there's more floaty things back here. Okay, I'm going to lock on to the decent asteroid right now. There she is. Oh, there's an enemy. Okay, I'll stay locked on the asteroid. That enemy's dead. I think we'll leave him alone. I'm going to stay locked on the asteroid, but I saw some more stuff to pick up. Look, a missile from the enemy is passing us, even though the enemy's dead. You see those? So yeah, we got a couple more things over here. We're going to stay... Oh, snap. I drove right past that. Even though we have a half-kilometer extension on our tractor beam grabbing range, we still have... Oh, our little ships grabbed it for us. They're very handy that way. They can pick up upgrades as well. They can pick up resources for storage in subspace, and they can pick up upgrades, which are crystalline storage information, basically. They cannot pick up scrap. The main ship can tractor beam in and pick up scrap metal, and our holds are getting fairly loaded with good quality scrap metal that we can turn in and recycle at a place and get things for, so that's nice. And our little salvaging fighters are getting very busy. Now, I'm kind of wondering, is there any more good stuff to grab? I don't think so. I'm not thinking there is. So we're going to head off to that asteroid and just let everyone catch up with us. And we'll leave them to their work. Well, they won't keep working. They will try to catch us. We're going to go stupidly fast. We're going a couple kilometers a second into a pile of massive rocks. Probably unwise. But this ship, like I said, it's not a disaster. Ooh, I thought I was going to hit that. Oh, brakes, please. Huh. Thought I was going to hit that, too. The ship's not bad for penetrating rock fields. And yeah, the engines look dumb through the armor, but you get used to it awful quick, eh? It doesn't really bother me. I can just say to myself, well, they ionize outside the armor, but there's no real temperature issue. You know, I could just make some kind of random technological excuse in my mind. It's no problem. I used to play with Lego. We'll sell that asteroid to the Collective for 502,000 credits. Yeah, we've got 64 million credits. Actually, that's a lot better than I thought. We just sold a bunch of equipment and made some money, because I thought we were down to about 30 million. Okay, so our ships should mostly have caught us. We're not going to send the mining ships out or anything. So we are going to put everyone to return now. So 1R, 2R, 3R, 4R, 5R, 6R, 7R, 8R, 9R, OR. I can't believe one of those mining ships is still trying to get back here. I hate them. And yes, we'll just watch our ships fly in, basically, into the various zones. That's the pod, that little green one. Those things are great. Okay, looks like the last mining ship came in, thank goodness. Oh, it's the Cuckoo Squad that has trouble getting in. Oh, we've lost a Cuckoo Squad member. We actually had one destroyed. These are the ones I bought. Salvaging fighters I bought. I can't believe I lost one. I am not going to replace it. We've got construction switched on for everything, but except these, and I'm not going to replace the lost Cuckoo Squad member because I'm not happy with them. I actually prefer the Yellow Jacks. Even though they do less damage, they seem to be much more effective ships. So whatever. It's all good. Everyone's coming home now. The Ramstat made it through without being damaged, thank goodness. 0.32 billion construction versus the Blackstabber at 0.6 million construction. Oh, good lord. So the last of the red gnats has to come in, and apparently all of the yellow jacks have yet to catch up with the ship. I wonder where they are. Oh, I think I see them coming. Down below us. I think I see the yellow jacks coming. Yeah, there they are. There's the yellow jacks coming in, so we'll just watch them come in. They have a very slow maximum speed, although their maneuverability is pretty solid. And now I find that if anything can't get in, if we're sitting here and we're waiting, like that one little tiny dude that's flipping around out there, I think that's one of the Cuckoo Squad. Yeah, see the yellow jacks all got home. He's having trouble. Usually if we just move a little ways, then he'll find his way in. Sometimes. This is the other reason I want to get rid of the Cuckoo Squad. Their maneuverability is 1, and so they do this dance, wandering around trying to find their way in. There we go, we got him. So we did a fight with the Baresarker. That went easily. It was a small fight. We definitely faced bigger challenges. We sold an asteroid. You've seen the fleet and gotten the general idea of what we're doing. For the next episode, we will be doing... Probably I'm going to play until I find the item that will let us cross into the core. And I'm not sure if this ship is actually tough enough to do that. Apparently there's a boss battle when you do enter the core, and I've never done it. But I got into the core by accident through a hole in the graphics at one point. But I've never entered the core through gameplay. Oh, look at that. I doubt we can sell that one, but we're just going to have a fast look, just in case. We don't have a C-43 object detector in, so we can't tell if it's valuable or not. But with that amount of size, it could be. Let's get in there. No, it looks like there's nothing. Nope, no goodness to be had from that unit. Forget it, and it's just more empty space here. Hi, what's this? Oh, urgent delivery. I've never done one of those, and we don't have the goods to do it. There's a wormhole there. Okay, let's go to a wormhole. Because wormholes are cool, right? Let's go to a wormhole. So we'll pop over to a wormhole and we'll take the ship through it. Oh, there it is. They're all different colors and they all look different and they all look so trippy when you're sitting close to them and not moving. It feels like you're falling into them. However, we're just going to ram the ship in there at maximum speed. Let's just ram her in there. This is our fullest acceleration here. Poot. See where we end up. Okay, we're somewhere. We're way on the other side of the galaxy, and we'll try one more yellow bomb hole. We're fairly close to the rim, so that's good. The difficulty should be high. Oh, you know what? We could go to this unknown energy signature and go to an actual civilized place. And do that. Instead of trying to find... Ooh, it's peach on this side, or orange. Very nice. We will try to... You can hardly see the guns on the platforms on the thing. They're there and they work well, but you can hardly see them. We have about 18,000 firepower on the machine right now. Our fleet actually packs far more firepower than we do. So what we're hoping for is a resource depot to buy nanite at. Doesn't look like that's here. Well, there is a resource depot here, so there it is. I just didn't see it, so let's grab that guy. Let's light her up and head over to the resource depot right now. I think that seems like a reasonable idea. We want to buy nanite, and we'd like to process our ores. I'll show you the cargo hold. So, good, everything's... Oh, look, we gained another pod. Sweet. We rock. So here's our cargo hold. That's how full it is compared to its fullness. And here's everything. We've got beer, we found it in space. Nanobots, found them in space. Plastic, found it in space. Scrap iron, nanite, titanium, tritium, and xanium. And we've got some transformators off an old cargo wreck, and those are worth a lot. If we can find a place to sell those transformators, we'll make a good bit of gold. Look, there's a rock we can mine next to this, so we can leave you guys on that. So here's the station. That's a nice station. It's pretty. I like it. We're getting right in close. We're docked. So welcome, you're speaking to the automatic interaction response system of the resource depot. How can we help you? Refine raw ores. All. 19 seconds. That's a lot of raw ores. 19 seconds is more than usual. Yeah, those numbers are high. We're going to gain a nice amount of materials from this. That's good. But wow, it takes a while. I suppose if you have a real resource mining ship with really giant tanks and R mining lasers, then you could bring so many resources here that it would take like 20 minutes or whatever. But we just take a few seconds. And we'll trade resources. We'll buy their nanite right now. Actually, we're going to buy a lot of stuff. We have the money. 16,326 nanite. That's not even very much, but we desperately need it. Do we buy the trinium? No. We're good. But we do buy the xanium. 31,087. No, we're fine on trinium. We converted half the ship up to xanium. That's how we got our original motherload of nanite, which we actually used to buy alliances. We used the nanite for bribes, which is why we're low on nanite now. But we got the motherload of trinium by converting half this ship's guts up to xanium, and then having no xanium. Pretty funny. So we did that at the resource depot. That's nice. We've got our cargo hold is now pretty much empty. Our hangar is chugging away 9 hours and 33 minutes, 2 hours and 25 minutes. But if I turn off production of the RAM stats, close it, open it, then it's only 1 hour 12 minutes to make a pod. And if I turn off the pods, and pop, then it's 4 hours 46 to make a RAM stat. But I'm going to leave them both running at the same time for now, because I'm going to be doing quite a bit of playing, getting all this done. Very happy with the Berserker. I hope you guys like the Berserker. I find it to be a sexy evil brute with many powerful, horrible guns, which you'll see more of later. Some of the guns are small and you can hardly see them, but they'd look big on another ship. We'll try one more unknown hidden mass, just to round off the episode, I guess. I love the stations in this game. See the lights? They lead you to the docks. So if it's really, there's a lot of fog or gas, you can always follow the lights into a dock, and the little red thing there blinking. Pretty sweet. Now where's our jump point? Let's go. We won't use the fleet. We used them once for funsies, but maybe we won't use the fleet, basically. We'll try to conserve it. It did well, though. It wiped out the dudes, didn't it? It wiped out the dudes, but then we had some serious animation issues, too. And who knows how this recording's done. I'm trying to... Oh, that's an MAD, Energy Research Satellite. And I just feel an immediate urge to leave, because we had a little, you know, we had a warish thing with them, right? Kind of. And, we're done with them. We got the thing we needed from them, but they still hate us, and if they actually catch us, our ship is not armored with stone and their horrible lightning weaponry, which they just broadcast an announcement about, will immediately kill even this ship, because that's the way that boss fight works. That lightning weaponry is so hard. But if you plate your ship with stone, you can survive it. You know, you still get blammed around quite a bit, but it's not the like insta kill. Your shields still go instantly, though. Maybe these shield wouldn't. We have 20 million points of invulnerable shield. Almost 20 million anyway, not quite 20 million, but 20 million points of invulnerable shield. We might actually survive that combat now. When I went into it, I had like 1 million points of shield or something. Okay, no fight. Oh, I was going to leave you with mining, that's right. Well, I see a big Xanian asteroid, and I see a good nanite asteroid. Oh, I see a beacon. Where's that beacon? Let's just slip through there right now, and see if that's a wreck. It is. Let's just slide right through these rocks all smooth, hopefully, without bashing them any. And then we'll swing up. And yeah, we got a little wreck here with a beacon, which will be saying Mayday, Mayday, our hyperdrive failed, and blurt, 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 basically. And next to the beacon, if I'm not mistaken, we will find their stash. So yes, there we are. Click, Traveler's Stash. Roll up to it. 0.2 kilometers, tractor beam range, open. double bolter turret and of good quality and 192,000 credits. We'll leave the wreck and we'll head back in here. See if we can't spot another good nanite asteroid, because nanite's what we need the most. Yeah, we got a couple small nanite asteroids and a tritium and xanium one, but I'd like a bigger nanite asteroid, and I think I'm seeing, well, something. Actually, if I would just park us in the middle here, basically. That's probably 7 kilometers a long ways. That's probably reasonable, and we'll just, well, that might not be really where we want to be. Let's get deeper in there without banging the ship up too bad. Let's dig a little deeper, eh? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see much bigger asteroids now. Let's just slide in here. Perfect. Let's slide up. There's an iron one too, that's nice. So we got a huge xanium asteroid and some others. So we're going to put all our ships on defense. 1D, 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D. So all ships are on defense, and they will swarm around us. There goes a blue bot and a black stabber right past the camera. So those will keep us safe, and we'll leave our harvest ships on and go OS. So our mining ships will begin the salvaging. Now I will pull down a little to give them a little space, I guess. And just move down a little ways. Give our mining ships a little space. And I hope you guys had fun with us here today as the ships do their mining. And the other ships guard us. You can see them slowly swarming around. There's another blue bot cruising past the camera. But yeah, you'll probably see one ship or another pass by as we sit here, and those mining ships took care of that xanium asteroid nice and smoothly. Let's see where they go next, shall we? Really hoping they'll get on some nanite. Oh, it looks like... Hey, is that iron, or is that something better? It's iron. It's iron. They're taking out some iron. And they have started on the nanite, so this is good. They also are able to find materials in asteroids that look blank to me. So they will find more here than it even looks like. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the Baresarker. Let me know if you think it should be a different color. I think purple people eater's fine. But I have all the colors. Well, not all of them, but I have lots of the colors now. So I can make it quite a wide variety of nice colors. We'll see you all very soon for the next one. Till that time, me and the fleet say bye for now.